Hey guys, my name is Kevin Reinoso. I'm a DJ producer from Venezuela, now living here in Miami, and I'm gonna show you 10 tips of how to becoming a better music producer or artist in general. All right. So let's just cut to the chase. All right, let's start. Number one, write your ideas all the time, like I just did it with mine. It could be maybe on your agenda, maybe if you use your phone a lot in your phone, it could be on a notebook, anywhere, whatever you are, it doesn't matter where you are, you're always going to come up with idea, maybe for a song that you're working on, or maybe you get an idea for a song that you want to start on. Whatever idea it is, take notes, do it, because whenever you get back, you're going to forget. All right, so that's really important. All right, let's get to number 2 now. Set up a peaceful and comfortable place to work on. Guys, that really does affect a lot in how you work. If you're not in a place where you can be focused on music, peaceful and comfortable, you won't get the job done, because there's just no way. You cannot be making music while you're like all uncomfortable. Your chair it hurts your back. No, you just can't. Also, you need to be in a place where not a lot of kids running around or a lot of people screaming or talking, that you won't be focused. Okay, so you need to set up a comfortable place. Doesn't matter, because I know not many people get to have a home studio, or they get to actually go to a studio. It could be in a living room, in your bedroom. It doesn't matter. As long as you're comfortable and peaceful, you're good. Okay. Number 3, know what you're looking for. Know what you want. What do you want to do? Even if you're a singer, an artist, a writer, you're a music producer, you need to know what you want. You cannot just go to the studio and just be like, okay, I'm making a song. Okay. But genre, what are you going to do? What style? You have to be like, okay, you know what? I feel like doing a electronic song. I want to do a dance song. I want to do a Latin song. You need to know what you want, and then after that point, then you get to get ideas, everything, just because of you know what you want. You want a pop song, then you know you have to be on the lookout for a singer. You need to know all those things. They're very important. That's why you need to know what you're looking for before you even sit in the studio. Okay. All right. Number 4. This is more for like producers in general, but I guess you could apply for singers and everything else as well. Listen to your song on different places. So that's like earphones in your car, wireless speakers, like the ones you take to the pool, things like that. Always listen to your work on those uh, speakers or in those earphones. Always do that. Not only your monitors. Your music is always going to sound good on these monitors. And sadly, you're not making music for people that are going to be listening to the songs on monitors. Most of them are going to be listening to in their phones, in their cars, in their iPods, in a CD, who knows. But it won't be on a studio like this. So maybe in your studio it sounds good, the sound so far, and then you go to the car and you notice that it has a lot of bass. You can really like, oh my god, I don't like this. But that's because you won't be hearing the same. You have to always try. I export my songs maybe like 200 times, just like doing little changes, so I know that I get to the point I like. So that's why you have to listen to the songs everywhere, not just in your monitors. Okay. All right. Number 5. That's very important, because this one I like a lot, because it's the one that it shows that you have to manage time, and in a positive and good way. Okay. Always try to learn new things whenever you are not working on music. Now, what I mean when you're not working on music, it doesn't mean that if you want to learn something, it can be about music. No, no. What I mean is, whenever you're not in the studio in your DAW making music, you could be learning things. It could be about music, it could be music theory, uh, how to play piano, guitar, how to make melodies, things like that. There's a lot of tutorials on YouTube that you could be learning from. Also, if it's not about music, I also recommend to do things that are creative skills. So like graphic design, Photoshop, video editing, um, painting, anything that it gets to do where we in your area. Like for example, sometimes I edit my own pictures, I edit my own videos, like this. Those things you learn by doing it yourself, and I get to do all these things when I'm not working on music. So that's why it's always good to keep your brain working on and good things that doesn't have to be about music in your songs. Okay. So number 6, listen to other artists' songs and compare to see what you're missing, not copying, just to see. You want to learn from the best. Okay, so you want to learn from the best. You have to see, for example, if you're making a progressive house, you see the songs that have a lot of layers. You notice, okay, they have like a high layer, they have a melody. Okay, so I hear in this hip hop song they have a lot of 808 basses. I hear things like that. You have to listen to the artist and see. In order for what you want to do, you can get ideas from them. Okay, it doesn't have to be that you have to do the same thing as them. You just know that, for example, you notice that in the drop the volume goes a little up, things like that. Okay, it's just little tricks that it works, and it's just really not copying. It actually helps you. Okay, so that's number 6. Now let's go to number 7. Always ask your close friends what they think about the song. So at the end of the day, yes, we are making music because we like doing this. Of course, we love this. But we're also making music for our listeners, for our fans, if you have fans. Um, you don't get to do. It's hard and tough to say, but it's hard to just do something that you like without anyone listening to it. Like, what's the whole point of putting your music out there? So now what I would personally recommend is show your songs when they're almost done to your friends, your close friends. You don't have to show out like 20 people now, just 3 or 4 people, and tell them, hey, what do you think? Oh, hey, you know what? I like this, but you could maybe add a little bit more of tropical vibes or something like that. Then what I usually do is I mix or I just put together things that I like with things that people are listening to now. So it's a win-win situation. You get to do what you love. People are loving what you're doing, and they're gonna be listening to it. So what's more to get? That's basically the whole point. You're making it that way, okay? So show it to your friends, the work they're doing before you release it, and just ask for feedback, okay? Now, number 8, rest. Your ears get tired. Just do some exercises, work out, read a book, things that hasn't got nothing to do with your ears. Okay, it's very important because that's your main instrument. Okay, you don't do anything without having an amazing studio, amazing monitors, amazing TV, amazing anything. But you cannot listen, you cannot hear. If your ears are like messed up, you won't be able to make music. Rest. You need to rest. Also, going aside from the health part of the listening, the ears, when you're working on a song for too long, all right, every day, eventually you get to what we call you fall in love with the song. This is not always a good thing. If you accuse something bad in a bad thing, in a bad way, but you're listening to it and you keep listening to it, eventually you get used to it. Okay, like you won't be hearing as a bad thing because you're used to it. Then when someone else that hasn't listened to the song, they listen to it, they will notice and they're gonna be like, what is that, man? Like, what are you doing? I don't know, man. I hear it well. No, it's not. You're just used to it. So it's always good to be, like 2 days without working on a song. Um, Also, whenever you're gonna be working, you're going to the studio. Try not to listen to music before going, because then you will be, in the same capacity as if you're just going just fresh without any music work. Okay, so that's number 8. Sorry, yeah, that's number 8. Now, number 9. Never forget to do what you always love. At the end, you're doing this because you love what you're doing. Okay, this is what you like. So, nonetheless, yes, it's good that you're doing something for the people, but never forget why you're doing this in the first place. Okay, you doing this because you love it. Do something that you love, and then everything's gonna come out well. Trust me. Okay. And number 10, do not get frustrated. You might get frustrated. I'm pretty sure we all got frustrated at some point, or I'm pretty sure we're gonna get frustrated at some point as well. Just keep working. Don't get stuck on a song. Just keep working. Keep getting better. Keep practicing. Um, Learn, man. You have to learn. You have to want to learn, because it's not one thing. One thing is that you have to learn, but you don't want to. And one thing is wanting to learn. Like, you feel good. Like, wow, it feels amazing to know this. I Like, for example, when I used to first starting DJ, I got frustrated a couple times. Even tell me when I started producing, it was horrible. When I was just getting sit in the computer at that time, I used to use Fruity Loops. I didn't know how to make a beat. Literally, I would get so frustrated. I would stop using it for like 2 weeks because I'm like, oh, I can't do this. But then I will keep trying, and keep trying. So eventually, you don't notice it, and you're just getting passed by. And like, wow, when you look back, oh my god, like, I've learned so much, but I've got frustrated a lot of times. So that's why I'm telling you, do not get frustrated. Okay. So this is it. Those are like all my tips. If you like this video, just like and subscribe. This is the first time I do something like this. I'm just doing it really because I'm a person that watch a lot of tutorials. I basically learn everything in tutorials, and I found these tips really, really useful throughout the years. So I'm hoping that this will help someone, and just let me know in the comments as well. What tips do you use that it works really well that I didn't mention? Maybe someone else can read it and it will help them. You never know. And if you want me to talk about any topics that you might have any doubts, or like you don't know what to do, just type it in the comments and let me know. All right. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.